Alright, hello my fellow investors, it's Intelligent Investor here, and in today's video I will be ranting out a bit. Now before I start ranting, use the link in the description down below so you can sign up for Acorns. Once you guys do that, I'm telling you, it will be the best decision of your life. Honestly, it's a portfolio that you can invest on that you don't have to pay attention to. Now once, you leave it there for about 5 years, you're going to come back and look at it, and you're honestly not going to regret it. You're going to be amazed on how much returns you have and how much money you have there. I'm telling you because I did the same thing. So I'm telling you guys, use the link in the description down below, sign up, and trust me, you will not regret it. Now also, help me hit 5,000 subscribers. That is my goal by the end of February. Hopefully we can do that. If we can't, I still want to hit 5,000 subscribers, so help me out with that if these videos are helping you out in any way. So thank you guys for all your support, and let's just jump into the video. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about AMC and GameStop. Now GameStop is losing a lot of momentum. And the reason for that is because people are starting to jump out and they're starting to panic. If you see my previous video, before this one, I'm explaining on how they're scaring the people on manipulating the stock. And if you see, AMC had the same pattern as GameStop. So it's showing you that this is what they're doing, okay? If you see, they had the huge dip. Oh, so they started in a huge dip, and you see them coming down slowly, and then it keeps going down like this, and then it starts jumping back up. So they kind of caused this huge dip, and then this is pretty much people selling out, and then they bought more into it, and then people started selling out again. So again, they have the same pattern, guys. They're manipulating the stock like crazy. If people are holding into it, then by all means, guys, keep pushing till the end. That's why I always say only invest what you're willing to lose. These hedge funds are still going to have to squeeze, especially in GameStop. GameStop has to be squeezed like crazy, so that's why they are getting help from everybody. As you see here, Janet Yellen is going to meet with the regulators on GameStop. Now, what is she going to talk about? She's going to just find ways to help out the hedge funds, and that's why people are panic selling, because again, these corrupt politicians. I know people like Joe Biden and people like his administration. You can like them, whatever, but at the end, they are corrupt politicians, and they support Wall Street because they fund them. They give them money, okay? So these politicians are corrupt. They are screwing the little guy over. They're always going to look to support the wealthy because that's where they get their money from. And this is what is scaring people out of GameStop. But people that jumped into GameStop in the first place should have known that if you're going to jump into this, you weren't going to become rich in like a day. You're not allowed to do that. And it's showing you right here. This stock could have easily hit $1,000 by now. But because of the manipulation, they're bringing this stock down. And people that are not experienced in the market are the ones who are losing the money. People that are experienced are actually holding and going to ride this out and see how much they'll get, because again, the demand is really high. And if the hedge funds want to buy into these shares, if a huge amount of people own the shares, then that's when the stock is going to go up. So to quickly explain here, guys, let's say, like if you saw my previous video, let's say the stock is at 85. And why did it get to 85? Because Citadel, one of the hedge funds, had let's say 1 million shares at 85, and Marvin Capital, another hedge fund, the one that's losing a lot of money, is buying them at 85. So if they buy all the 1 million shares at 85, then the stock price jumps down to 85. So that's what they want to do. They want to scare people. But let's say you or a person like me has an asking price of 500, let's say, then eventually when the shares run out and they can't be traded anymore to manipulate the stock, eventually Melvin is going to have to buy my shares at 500. Now, if everybody that owns GameStop puts their asking price at 500, then this stock can easily go from 85 to 500, because then they're going to start buying the shares at this price, because they're going to be forced to buy them at this price. This is what I'm asking for to sell. everybody in Wall Street Bet starts putting their asking price at 500 and not panic selling when it collapses, then the stock will easily go from 85 to 500. Okay? It's all about supply and demand. You guys need to understand how the stock market works before you panic sell. Okay? If you guys don't understand this, you're never going to succeed in the market. And that's one key thing I want you guys to know. Now, GameStop is a bigger risk than AMC. Okay, now AMC, it's close to its lowest point. Okay, its 52-week low. Where is it at? 52-week low is 191. This is because it was shorted. The stock is not really worth its price. 52-week high is $20.36. Now, if you hold your shares, guys, this stock eventually is going to have to at least, I'm telling you, at least hit $20 if people keep their shares. Why is that? Because they need to recover their shares. Now, AMC is starting to open up theaters in a lot of places. So either way, at 752, this stock is a steal. Okay. Eventually, at the end of the year, let's say if we don't hit that squeeze that AMC is supposed to hit, then at this price, guys, it's still worth it. Okay. You're not losing a lot at this price. If you have a lot of shares, I understand. But this stock should easily go back to $20 when theaters start opening. Just because of the news itself, theaters will start making profits and the movie business is going to start slowly coming back up. And the stock should easily hit $15 to $20 by the end of the year. So you do not lose until you sell, guys. This stock can recover back to the $20 mark. So be patient with AMC. Okay, I'm not selling out until I make some profit in it. And I will make profit. My average cost in Robinhood is $11.65. So this stock can easily hit 20. If not by summer, by the end of the year, it should hit that price. So just be patient, guys. You're not jumping into the market to make quick money. All right. A lot of people screwed up there because they jumped into the market thinking they were going to become rich in a week. Like I've said, guys, this whole GameStop shabacle ended up happening 6 months ago. The Wall Street Bets guy started buying into GameStop 6 months ago. He slowly started increasing his shares, and it was about 2 months ago where the stock started coming up. And again, guys, that was 2 months ago. It just started happening in the news about like 3 weeks ago or something like that. But again, this stock has been going up, and the whole shabagle has been going on for about 2 months. Okay, so it takes time for these things to happen. People thought they were going to jump into GameStop one day and become millionaires the next. It doesn't happen that way. You have to be patient with the stock market. You have to ride out the waves. If you're ever going to be a successful investor or a trader, then you have to learn how to have patience. And I've learned the hard way, guys. I've lost thousands and thousands of dollars when I barely started investing. And that's before people had information in YouTube. I didn't have any YouTuber helping me out and stuff like that. I had to read books. I had to gain information. I had to learn from losing money, and I eventually became a patient investor, and now I've succeeded. And now my portfolio is worth more than anybody would make in a lifetime. And that's because I was patient and I kept pushing and I kept pushing. And even though I lost money, I pushed until I made money. All right, guys. So that's one thing I want you guys to know, to be patient. If you're going to be investing in these stocks, you have to have patience. You can screw these hedge funds if you're patient. All right? You can screw them over and they will pay out if you're patient. But again, people are panic selling, as you see here. That is horrible. This stock should have easily been at 150 right now, but it shows that a lot of people panic sold. And this is what the hedge funds wanted to do. They wanted to scare the small investor that has no experience. They wanted to manipulate the stock enough for people to start panic selling. And that's what's been happening. If you guys would have kept it at least at 150, by the 17th of February, the stock would have easily shot up to 500 plus. But that didn't happen, and that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. I mean, it can still hit up 400, 500 if people still keep pushing. but it's becoming nearly impossible now um, just because a lot of people are jumping out and they're giving a lot of shares at a cheap price to those hedge funds, and they're letting them win. So that's pretty much all I wanted to rant about, guys. Like I said, if you have AMC, suck it up at this price. It should hit about 20. Um, you shouldn't be fearing AMC as much because this stock never really squeezed or nothing really happened to it. Same with Nokia. I'm keeping Nokia because, again, it's still at a cheap price. So I'm not worried about those stocks at all. They haven't squeezed at all. If they do, then I will be making profits. But this stock, honestly, AMC should be recovering to 20 by the end of the year. So again, don't panic with this one. Have patience. Write it out, and you will make your returns. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. I will be working on a lot of videos this week on other profitable stocks where you can actually make money and get in debt with the companies so you guys can make good investments and be profitable no matter where you are. Okay? That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next video.